So Romero Britto is this incredible and world-renowned artist who created a unique style, blending cubism and pop art. He's known for his very vibrant colors.
First I started using basic colors, primary colors, like, one red, one yellow, one blue, one green. And then I start adding colors, and then I start adding pastels, and then I start adding metallics. There was a time that I paint with ink. There was a time I paint fingerprints. There was a time I did watercolors when I couldn't afford to buy all the supplies that today I can afford to have all the paint that I can imagine and dream about.
But Britto is actually much more than just a visual artist. He has created an empire in the art, and his name has transcended the art world and has become actually a brand. A very interesting thing about Romero Britto is that he uses his art as just as a vehicle to pass a greater message: love, happiness, and hope, and inspire millions of people in the world, either through a canvas or through consumer goods.
Well, growing up in Brazil, I could never imagine that my art would definitely have the power to change my life. I came from an impoverished, family in Brazil, with my mother with 9, children, and my dream was just to change my life, and I didn't know where and how. I traveled the world, and I went to so many exhibitions. I met thousands of people. And they keep telling me, your art make me feel happy, your art make me feel good, it give me a smile on my face. I never thought, in the early days, that my art could, sparkle such a feeling in so many people. Well, I came to US not necessarily I didn't come to migrate and to live in here. I had a friend in here. My dream was to go, because I spent 1 year in England. I was able to spend 1 year in Europe. And my dream was actually to go back to England. My very short experience living in Miami definitely made me a very big impression of how dynamic this city was then and still is today. The Britto Palace is the largest studio in the world. We have all the departments that I never dreamed about to have, my studio. I always love very much the British royal family. And when I was thinking about what I would call that, anybody would dream about is a palace, this place, And I thought I should call the Britto Palace, the palace. And I'm very grateful to share to the people, to the ones that we invite to come over to visit the Britto Palace and meet all the team in here and everybody that make this place so special, from Dr. Lucas Vidal, the CEO, to all the way to our shippers and packers, to everyone that works in here and make this place fun and vibrant and happy, and we are creating images, I create those images of happiness and hope, but I couldn't do it without the support of all those people. Many times, people can only know about or experience art with a painting or a sculpture. I want my art to be more accessible to people, and how could I do that? Was collaborating with incredible brands. I wanted to share my art with a lot of people, and that's why I create so many items, collectibles, something that you can have. If somebody can't buy a painting, they cannot buy a big sculpture, like the sculpture JFK that I did, a big apple. You can have a smaller apple in your home, in your office. You can gift to somebody you love. Throughout the year, I work with so many brands, amazing brands, global brands such as Mattel, Hasbro, and I work with Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Wilson, Puma, and Disney, of course, that I worked with them for years. Then again, I also did the Grammys. I did also the opening ceremony, the Super Bowl, FIFA, for the World Cup Brazil, and I was also the official artist for the World Cup South Africa. I carried the torch of the Olympics. Very blessed and very, very grateful to all the opportunities that I work. I work with many charity organizations. Moving to America, I realized how special, doing something for your community was. And I'm so glad that I learned really, early in my life. And amazing organization from the Red Cross to so many. I mean, it's so many, more than 250 organizations that I had, worked and I had help throughout the years. I definitely believe in sharing my art with everybody that's going through amazing time or some difficult times. I create art for hospital, from St. Christopher Hospital, Philadelphia, through Great Ormond Children's Hospital in London, St. Jude Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, and also here the Host Children's Hospital in Miami. I did this amazing installation that every time I go there, I just would love to spend the whole day or maybe stay there, looking at those massive walls with my art. Makes me so happy just looking at that. My art, to be in a hospital, children's hospital, is a very big privilege to me. To any young person out there to find something or somebody or a place that inspire them to a point that the drive will come to you every day in the morning, so you wake up in the morning to change your life.